Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana Surinderjit reporting for November 22nd, 2024. Time about 1230 hours IST India Standard Time and 200 hours EST, which is Eastern Standard Time, November 22nd, 2024. So we're looking at the sun. Again, sun is preparing to have a major CME as I predicted. After a few days of cool off, it's going to have a major CME. So that's what we are waiting now. So from November 22nd, 23rd onwards, we are going to have major CMEs facing Earth. Prepare for it. Okay, folks, we got a lot of topics to discuss here, and as you know, I keep preparing the video post for just for the humanity so that they can come forward and become more progressive and more humanity related development. So you know what there's a common saying which is it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So in this current day and age where we are finding people are getting engrossed in lot of different indulgence, it's very hard to find people who can stay constant and who can stay right on the path of morality, ethics, and humanity. Before we delve into further topics, there's going to be a personal disclaimer from my side, which is going to run for about you can say a few minutes, and this is very important because there are a lot of misconception, there are a lot of seeded deception, deceit where I am residing here in India. A lot of people are around. A lot of people spreading misinformation, deception, deceit, and trying to tarnish the image of people who are trying to follow the right path in India, especially. It's very hard over here. The site has been maintained for very long. Face racist, fascist, imposters, trespassing morons, which are spreading lies, misinformation about me. So I keep repeating this part that I've never taken anything. Sjsrana has never taken anything from India racist, fascist, rapist, impersonators, thugs, delivery agents. Many of them are trespassing morons also. They trespass anywhere, and they're also siding with the devils of India. So all these things which are there are going to them. Topics which I'm covering I'm always posting on my oneworldpress.org site. You can see in front of your screen that I am sharing that snapshot, that this is on the site where I'm sharing all these articles. So you can always take a look. You can go back past 14 years. Yep, I've been reporting chief editor-in-chief for this site for last 14 years, folks. And I've been basically doing is it's like a keeping journal, a logbook of the planet Earth. So I'm maintaining that sort of logbook. So people wonder why I have to report, why I'm doing all this. It is to serve the humanity, to give them the light where they are headed and where they are facing the devils and the spiritual devil war ongoing. So last 14 years there is a spiritual war now going on, and that spiritual war has ended. And though it will continue in the background, but now it's taken the world war front. So that's what I want to tell you. This revelation I have revealed it 14 years ago also, lot many times. Now I'm revealing the spiritual war has almost ended. Spiritual war will continue in the background now. In the foreground now you will see the world war as I predicted in October 2019 under the hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yeah, you can check back on Google, on archives, wherever you'll find these articles were there and still there on my oneworldpress.org site. However, since the World War III has begun, as I predicted in 2020, WW3 will begin in the month of May. As you can see, there were pathogens, lot of calamities were ongoing, and the pathogens, COVID-19, whatnot, were killing people. A lot of fatalities were reported across the globe. So the fatalities are there as a lesson to teach to the humanity, to the world, that better stay on the right track. Don't follow the wrong track, or else everything will fall in the gorge. So the right track is the track of truth, truthfulness, truthful living, and be on the side of the goodness, compassionate grounds and on a good ground. Don't follow the deceitful people or have the company of deceitful, deceptive people, people who are belligerent liars, pathological liars. Don't follow them. Don't be in company of that people, or else you will be also getting maligned. And the Mother Nature wrath is next. So, folks, let's take a look what happened during the election. Yes, just before election day, which was on November 5th, 2024, as you are aware, 2 days before, 3 days before, my all my accounts were hijacked. So my accounts, which I have listed here, you can see on the screen: fb.com Sjsrana 555 and Trust One Must, and Instagram Sjsrana. So all these accounts were hijacked just before the election, 2 days before the election. So you'll be surprised why 2 days before, because they didn't want me to speak the truth or tell what is going on and who will be the president. Because I told you, I'll predict the president and I'll tell you beforehand. And but before I could do that in the open, you can say freedom of speech, the state-sponsored terrorism of India nexus with the Mark Zuckerberg organization, Criminal Cronies, who is running a lot of social media portals, the hijacking portals, which is Facebook, Threads, and Instagram. That will be stopped now, and his media portals will be split because he is becoming all in all in social media. And that is never allowed by US administration. So I'll tell you, I predicted that Mark Zuckerberg will be facing wrath now, and his all the social media giants, the hijacking technique will be now hijacked by other people now. So because he has become belligerent, just like following criminal cronies, and that's how he could dare and hijack the account of human rights. So Mark Zuckerberg organization Criminal Cronies hijacked my account. This is front on the face of human rights, that these people have become so belligerent devils that they can hijack any account, and they call they are running social media. These people should not run a social media. Then they should have a private organization where they should not have anybody sign in on a social media. If it's a social media, if they're earning through the ads, advertisements, and whatnot, then they cannot just become a hijacker of the account. They cannot hijack. So if they are hijacking, then folks who are still on that on the social media of Zuckerberg, then they are also siding with the devils, because he has a devil plan, plain sight. He has a devil plan ahead. Anyways, folks, my topic was that this happened, but there are a lot of other players, key players in the world, which are trying to subdue, or they're trying to subvert, or they're trying to suppress the voices which are telling the truth. Recently, as you're aware, the Trump True Social Media, yeah, that's a meme, and that's some basically a little organization right now, media outlet, which is under the name of True Social Media, has come to limelight after Trump won election, and now you can see it's skyrocketing. The shares are skyrocketing, and the company has come to limelight. And that's what Trump intended, and so is Twitter, which is Elon Musk. So the Elon Musk Twitter, which is now known as X, formerly X, the X is a site where people can speak truth and they'll not be under gag order or hijacked. So is the Donald Trump, who will become president very soon now, his true social media site. But guys, we got to be very careful by Mark Zuckerberg devil's agenda. This Mark Zuckerberg virus is spreading all across the world, and he's trying to hijack, he's trying to monopolize, he's trying to manipulate the data, the information, massage the information, and present to the world. So Mark Zuckerberg virus is a very, very lethal virus now. As I can see, if he can hijack my account, where I'm reporting for truth and for the world people, I'm not asking anything in favor. I'm only returning favor to the planet Earth, and I'm trying to unearth the devils. And one of the foremost devil which is coming in my mindset now, after Trump has won, the devils will be basically wiped off, and the Mark Zuckerberg virus has to be wiped off. His accounts, his social media platform has to be split in many pieces. First thing that the US administration is going to do under Trump. And secondly, the Mark Zuckerberg virus has to be curtailed. And the others, alternative social media like True Social Media of Trump, which is another social media gaining, and Elon Musk's social media, which is X, must be promoted all across. And Mark Zuckerberg virus has to be abandoned. He is a bandit who is now going to launch Meta, and his virtual reality of Meta is also going to be something which is a devil. It will enter in your head, it will enter in your mindset, and it will malign your mindset just like Zuckerberg is. So the devil of Zuckerberg has to be curtailed now, folks. This is our agenda. And I'm directly confronting him because he is the person who has been exposed by God that he's a devil after he has hijacked my account. So whosoever does all these things, It's a direct hand of God saying, you have a battleground with the devil. Hi folks, as you can see, this is me myself as Sjsrana trying to access the car to leave for some important errands. It's time about, you can note, it's about 1430 hours IST, India Standard Time, on November 21st. So it's noon, you can say local time, 2:30 p.m. India Standard Time. As you can see, on November 21st, I'm trying to leave. And these short clippings which I'm sharing is basically to ward off, to dispel the misconception, the misinformation, misleading, deception, deceit seeded by a lot of people around neighborhood, around people around in India are very famous for scamming, thugs, impersonating. So a lot of impersonators I've come to know are running agenda claiming that they know me or they are me. It's very common in India. You become popular or you are becoming some sort of celebrity in any area of human rights or whatever. There are a lot of thugs in India, scammers. India is a nation very popular for thugs, scammers, impersonators. So they basically grab the opportunity and they quickly form the association. In India, it's very easy to form any nexus which is of a criminal crony. When you have a criminal crony, you want to loot a bank, you want to loot a person, or you want to attack people, innocents, or you want to forge documents. It's very easy to find people in India. They are very easily available if you want to do some criminal activity. So people don't fear telling lies. They are very belligerent in telling lies, which is 8 out of every 10 India population. And that's the reason why they can easily form very large association and group which can do a damage of an innocent person just like that, because they have a mob mentality. Lot of mob mentality and rule is there where just you spread some misinformation and you tell them, okay, you'll get this bounty or this money. They'll start doing that. They don't care. They don't care that they are following anti-humanity path. They don't care. So in India, it's very popular here, folks. I tell you, I keep repeating, every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity. To trailers, original personality as Sjsrana, yeah, which is me, as you can see here. So to ward off these people who have misconception, deceit, they run a lot of agendas. They run a lot of metaphor, tricks, gimmickry, metaphor raping games. Around my neighborhood was very popular in year 2023 and most of the 2024, as you are aware. The world leadership is aware and they are aware I never participated. So this is just my small clipping just so that people are aware that I was there around that time. I'm not like invisible person, I'm visible, but the devils become invisible. So whenever there is truth standing, it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So whenever truth is standing, a personality originally standing, the devils run away. They vanish. They simply vanish in the thin air. They don't come around. As you have seen in all my clippings for last 2-3 months, I've been constantly sharing these clippings. The devils, the impersonators, thugs, scammers of India vanishes when they see the original personality, when they see the truth standing alone. So that's how it happens in India, folks. Don't compare with your nation. I know I have lived in America. As I told you, I lived in US for almost 5-6 years, from May 1999 to about 2007. For almost 6-7 years, I stayed in America. People are different there. They love truth, they gather by truth, and they are always forming an association towards truth. They dispel the darkness, they disagree with deceit, deception, and they will always shunt out the deceit, deception, or impersonators, thugs, scammers. They shunt them out away. And the larger groups in US and America is formed by people who are following truth or peaceful mindset or working for humanity. So that's America. But India is totally opposite of that, folks. Don't compare them. You cannot compare apples with oranges. You cannot compare apple with rotten apples. So that's very different attitude. You must change now that perspective, purview. You have to change. You cannot compare even with people of Europe or Canada or Australia. Western nations can't compare with India. The mindset is completely different. In Western nations, the mindset is against marital rape. But in India, you find most of the mindset is favoring marital rapes. So that's why the India Union government has to contest in Supreme Court of India recently, very recently, just 3-4 weeks back. They have to contest for marital rapes. They say marital rapes should be right of a male. If they have to do forceful sex, that's okay. We have no law to protect females. So it's very different, folks. Don't compare Western nations with India. The mindset, you have no idea. Lot of degenerated mindset is there, degenerative. Lot of pathological liars. They don't fear about telling lies, deceit, deception. They can say anything. So you have to be very careful in India, because 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt. That's why I keep saying, in India it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone in India, because you don't want to be following the deceit, deception, pathological liars, racist faces, racist, rapist, devils association. It's very easy to find. There are a lot of racism, fascism in India. If you try to tell them, oh, it's a national interest, we have to tell lies, they will all speak lies. It's in national interest to use rape as a weapon. They'll all use rape as a weapon. Only you have to tell them that it's in national interest of India that you have to use rape as a weapon. Everybody, from officers, from officials, from all the masses of India, will start using rape as a weapon. Marital rape is already used as a weapon in India. So that's why marital rape is openly enjoyed by most of India males. That's what they say. Marital rapes is enjoyed. They have Marital Rape-Olympics in bedroom, washroom, houses of India to win gold medal. In France 2024, the strength, stamina, performance of India had 0 gold medal. And the yoga had, the Modi yoga didn't work in the France Olympics 2024. Modi yoga failed miserably. Modi doesn't take that acknowledgement. He doesn't accept that his Modi yoga failed, because Modi from 2014 has been proclaiming that the yoga is very good for everyone, for performance, stamina, strength, and he has colluded with Western nations to implement International Yoga Day. As you know, July 21st is celebrated now as International Yoga Day, and the world community, the world leadership, every time they gather in BRICS, in G20, in G7, they ask India, Modi, the PM, and India people that where is your yoga working in France Olympics? Why didn't you win even a single gold medal with 1.6 billion population? Modi and the leadership of India has no answer on that. They simply run away, or they become silent. They say, oh, it's a joke. It's all a joke. Olympics are nothing. Olympics are just fun. The real Olympics are Marital Rapes-Olympics in bedroom, washroom, houses of India. For stamina, strength, performance, you have to see the marital rapes in bedrooms of India. That's what they say. This is the real strength, stamina. And you can see 1.6 billion population growing, because a lot of marital rapes are producing a lot of babies. So in India, a lot of marital rapes and a lot of babies. That's why India is the largest populous nation on the world, and 1/3 size of US, 1/3 size of China. China also has 1.6 billion, 5 billion population, but it's 3 times size of India. Okay, the boundaries and the size. In India, it's 1/3 size of China, but it's having 1.6 billion population. So Marital Rape-Olympics has a big role in strength, performance, stamina, action in bedroom, washroom, houses of India, claims many experts in India. So folks, again, you can see this is November 21st, 2024, time about 2150 hours IST, India Standard Time, or you can say about 9:55 p.m. India Standard Time. Yeah, that's India Standard Time. So you can see I'm again coming back, and as I keep telling you, whenever the truth is there, the original personality is there, the devils vanish. The imposters, thugs, metaphor morons association of India, many of the racist faces, rapists, devils association vanish, because they cannot stand the truth, and that's why it's very important to follow the truth. I keep imparting this simple basic technique, that always follow the path of truth. No matter what you have, no matter how many opponents you have, no matter even if the whole India becomes a little bit of in a national interest belligerent, but you still follow the path of truth. The path of truth is the only way which can leave you immediate salvation without doing much of penance or doing any of the meditation techniques. So I have been imparting this teaching to a lot of my people who come to know and ask me wherever they are, that what is the easiest way if you don't want to do penance, you don't want to do a lot of meditation or do a lot of different techniques of reciting names or reciting a lot of sacred texts. I keep telling them the only way you can do without doing anything is basically follow the path of truth. have a truthful life living, and you don't need to do anything. Everything will come to you. The whole universe, the whole cosmos, the whole cosmic energies will collapse into you, because if you're following the path of truth, you're speaking truth, you're acting truth, your performance is truth, your actions are truth, your stamina is truth. Action, performance, stamina, performance is all truth, then the cosmic energies follows you. They are with you. That's the real secret, folks. People have been telling, the sages, all different sages in different ages, have been telling only this simple truth, that you follow the path of truth, truthful living, and you don't need to join the crowd if they are following deceit, deception. So it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone, because truth is always alone, it's single truth. And lies can be, deceit can be many. So whenever you find the cases running against Epstein, recently Dedicom, sex trafficking industry, especially in India also, it's very popular, sex trafficking of females. They are doing a lot of activities at night hours. Females are coming, are being stored, deceived, deception. Females are being stored somewhere in the villa, somewhere in the house residence, perhaps somewhere around my neighborhood, as I've been telling. 2023, 2024 has been very active for sex trafficking, as I can sense around my neighborhood. So what happens is, they are told deceit, deception, and everybody will join that crowd. Because as I keep repeating, in India, who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Because that's the basic mindset in India. Who doesn't want to rape a female in India? Given an opportunity, given a single female walking alone, a girl walking alone on the street, in India, 8 out of 10 India population will pounce on them. They'll immediately join and pounce on them. They'll immediately snatch their hand or by neck or whatever, because they're finding the female walking alone. You will never find real good female walking alone in India. You can never see them. You can use your drones, you can use your navigation, you can use your satellite, GSAT or WhatsApp, and you can watch what goes in India. On the street, a female cannot walk alone. Only it will be a drama, only it will be a orchestrated thing, but otherwise in a common street, you take 24/7 surveillance from drone, you will never find a female in India walking alone. They don't feel safe. They know any pervert, neighborhood pervert or people residing anywhere can pounce on them. They can simply grab by hand and run away. So this is very popular, and India has the fastest rape clocking rate in the whole world. Yep, India has this gift to the humanity, that it has the fastest rape clocking rate. Yep, that's the Olympics in India. Strength, gold medals of strength, performance, action. It's basically the fastest rape clocking nation of the world. That's named India. Also in India, if you are following path of truth and you are basically a humanity followers, lover of peace, freedom, justice for all, and you are a human rights activist. So as a word of caution, I keep telling you, because this is what I am practicing and I've seen all across in my time spent in India. Because after 2010, I returned back to India from America. From North America, and I tell you, don't talk to strangers around your neighborhood. Never talk to strangers. This is my piece of advice and word of caution. You can call it a warning also. Never talk to strangers in your neighborhood. 90% of the time, the strangers are racist, faces, rapist devils. You never know what females they have raped or what marital rapes they are doing. If you talk to them, then your name also gets included into that gang. So there are a lot of gang rapes happening in India. I tell you, India is also popular for gang rape, which is called sexual battery. People basically get together, form an association to rape a female. They basically quickly form an association. It could be at least 5 to 20 to 50, and you can sometimes thousands of people get involved. They run a larger scheme which is called metaphor raping schemes in India. I will tell you, I have already told you before, you can go and look at it. So you never talk to strangers in India. Why? Because you never know if they are racist, faces, rapist devils, they are raping some females. And if you talk to them, you will be also named into that. It's very popular in India. It's very popular to blame innocents for rape. Yep, in India it's very easy to put a blame of rape on an innocent. What you need, all you need is if you are seen somewhere around the neighborhood, number one, so cops can book you if you are seen around in the neighborhood. They don't ask you. They simply book you in the rape books. That's how it runs in India, folks. The cops are very popular for bribery, for corruption in India. They're very popular, world famous. And if somebody is trying to put a tarnish or having a vindictive nature against you, then they can put a rape blame on you. You just have to be seen in neighborhood walking alone, and if some two or three, four strangers walk to you and talk to you, then and they are rapists, then you will be involved in gang rape, just because you are seen talking to them, even if they were asking where's the address or how is the internet working in your area. Don't talk to strangers in India, folks. You will be immediately put to a rape blame, a gang rape blame by cops of India very easily. What it takes for cops of India to put a blame on innocent saints, original personality as Sjsrana, is, let's say, if they find some cloth, let's say you're wearing a shirt, you're wearing a trouser, you're wearing maybe your underwear. If they find underwear around that neighborhood where a rape took place, they'll simply blame you. And they will never come to ask you what was the situation, were you involved, were you not involved. No, they'll put in their books, and in their books the names will be tarnished. You will never come to know what's going around. That's very popular in India, folks. You have to understand India very, very deeply. Otherwise you will miss the whole episode, you will miss the whole story of Ravana. There's a famous story of Ravana. He had a very big team and he had very big population following the Ravana, the concept of Ravan. So in India, it's very easy for cops. For a rape, for putting a blame of a rape, all they need is any of your garment, whether it's a shirt, whether it's a socks, whether it's your underwear, whether it's your vest, whether it's your anything. Even if your towel is there around the neighborhood where the rape took place, the cops of India can simply put you under a blame of rape. And that's how easy it is. Nobody will ask, nobody will shunt out that cop that how could you just put a blame of a person if you found a garment. And conversely, if a female had to put a blame on an innocent saint in India, all they have to do is drop their garment, especially their undergarments. Any female can drop their undergarment in the vicinity of that person, or maybe they can throw, running around, they can throw that undergarment into the you can say the vicinity of that person. Once they throw the garment, females can, and they can bribe the cops very easily. The cops of India is very easily bribed and corrupted, and they can simply launch a rape case against you. Why? Because they say we found a underwear, we found an undergarment of a female in your vicinity, and she can claim a rape, and it can keep running you, ruining your life. That's how India works, folks. That's how it works. I'm telling you, it's very easy to file a rape complaint in India. All you need is to throw a cloth. Your undergarment, your sweater, your jersey, your anything can be found. Your socks, even your shoes, anything, if it's found around that neighborhood, and there was a gang rape going around, or sex trafficking gang rape, the cops can book you under rape. So I'm telling you the reality, folks. You have to open your eyes now. That's why I'm giving these videos to world community. What goes in India, you have no idea. You have no idea how much pathological liars, racist faces, rapists, devils associations are gaining strength in India. You have no idea. You have closed your eyes, and that closing eyes doesn't work, folks. That's why you can never see me, you will never find me talking to strangers. The whole year 2023, 2024, I saw a lot of sex trafficking around my neighborhood. I saw a lot of metaphor morons, criminal cronies networking around my neighborhood. I saw that. And you are aware of that, 2023, 2024, wherever I'm giving you the current location and view graph. I never participated, folks. I never talked to strangers because I know you could be blamed in a gang rape if you talk to strangers in India. Never talk to a stranger in India. Okay, that's my first advice. Second advice is never keep your clothing belongings to you. Even if you throw in trash, make sure that it's burned, it's not thrown in trash. Because from trash, people can pick up and they can throw your garment, your shirt, your trouser, your pant, maybe your jacket, maybe your underwear, maybe your socks. They can throw somewhere and where a gang rape has taken place, and you'll be booked under rape. No question asked. It's a simple fact, man. I'm telling you. There's no question asked. You will put under the rape. That's how the rape clause works in India. It's such an insanity, I tell you. People in India are bribing cops, and they are protecting, they're shielding the rapists. The real rapists will get shielded. They'll be roaming around raping more females, and innocents' name will be in the books of India cops under the rape. Why? Because the cops have never run the investigation, never even inquired that person, that what happened around your neighborhood. Were you involved? Were you there? No. They don't have to do such things. They only have to have a garment of you around somewhere, and they can book you under the rape clause. So, folks, I tell you, that's why I keep repeating you. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity, truth tellers, and original personality as Sjsrana. That's why you will find on my YouTube channel, which is at Sjsrana, you will not find India followers. You will not find them. They don't like people who tell truth. I tell you, whenever a truth is there, saint is there, the whole population vanishes. The whole population vanishes from there. Because the devil association can't stand the truth. They can't stand the original personality. The devil's association, the racist, fascist, rapist, devil's association. It's a huge number. You won't believe the number. It's running in millions now in India. Okay, folks, so that's the end of it for my little caution to you, warning to you that in India, never talk to a stranger. Never, never, never. You never know what rapist, what gang rape he has done, maybe 24 hours, because most of the rapes are being done. So most of people are participating in rapes, gang rapes. They're participating in enticing female, sex trafficking. They're enticing. They're doing that. So you must never talk to a stranger in India. Okay, folks, quickly running on to the World War III progress. Yeah, as you are aware, we are in World War III. It's ongoing, and recently you have seen Putin, Russia has launched a new type of IRBM, inter-range ballistic missile towards the Ukraine. Yep, it's a newly developed missile and it's a new weapon, hypersonic weapon, and the basically this hypersonic weapon from Russia, which was launched within 24 hours from where I'm speaking, has basically failed the Iron Dome of Ukraine. Yeah, the Iron Dome of Ukraine has failed. It didn't. It was not able to intercept these missiles from Russia. So this is a direct warning from Putin that these are nuclear capable missile IRBM. This is new type of missiles, hypersonic, and if it is able to deceive and is able to enter easily in the Ukraine region where they have high amount of Iron Dome situation, lot of HIRMS and lot of other defense system, patriotic missile defense system is deployed in Ukraine heavily. But if they can simply barge in and they can do this, they can also have nuclear weapons delivered. So I think I'm seeing in very near future that Russia may deliver low yield nuclear weapon towards the Ukraine. That I'm seeing already because it's becoming very economically very heavy burden on Russia, Putin, that they are losing a lot of troops. Over 400,000 troops, I think, has been already lost from Russia, and a lot of you can say economic downturn is facing Russia. So there is a problem which they are facing now, and they have to have a quick result. And the only way to get a quick result now will be using a nuclear weapon, which Russia possesses in huge number. More than 7,000 nuclear warheads. Major nuclear warheads are there. Then low yield and intra low yield nuclear weapons are also there. So, folks, the situation is turning up. I kept telling you, set your clock, doomsday clock, to 1 to 12. Yeah, so it's 1 minute to 12. Set your doomsday clock. Anytime major nuclear World War III nuclear war, nuclear thermonuclear war can occur, and it's at a very very precarious area now, zone now. So that's my part. I keep playing for the humanity. I've told you World War III has begun in 2019. Yep, folks, if you can remember. In October, my Twitter handle, at that time it was known as Twitter, at Sjsrana, I told you World War III as a hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. Yep, the World War III began in 2020. So, folks, don't be misled. It didn't start with 2022 February, March when Russia, Ukraine got involved in the war. It started in 2000. basically 19 onwards. So 2020, hashtag MAY 2020 WW3, you can go and search that. So folks, right now lot of news regarding the DD-Coms is there. As you can know, DD-Coms has been acting as a sex trafficking agent and enjoying abusing a lot of females. That's currently going on after Epstein, Harvey Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, R. Kelly, all in jail for sex enjoyment forcefully with multiple females, massive females. So DD-Coms is there. Now, one thing which is common in all those people, R. Kelly or Epstein or Harvey Weinstein, or you can say Ghislaine Maxwell and DD-Coms, is that their real estate, which is the property they own, whatever, let's say they have 5 acres or 10 acres or 100 acres of property, whatever property they own, in that property, they always maintain a diary of who is coming, and when they are running this pedophile sex trafficking things, only few people will know what they are doing and which room, which villa, which residence, which room, which house this female will be housed and stored, and then who can come, which devil, which racist faces rapist devil can come, and they can rape the female. So this information is only known to select few or to a group of people, and those people who are human rights activists, who are truth followers, they will never share that information because the game will be over. That's why the Epstein sex trafficking pedophile island could run for decades and decades. It ran for from 1990 onwards till 2000, you can say 15, 16. They were openly running this sex trafficking minor girls, abusing minor girls in massive numbers, and authorities of US failed to even recognize. Why? Because this was a kept secret. But all the pedophiles, pervert, predator who visited pedophile island in Epstein, which is known as the real estate of Epstein, pedophile island, were enjoying the females daily and nightly. But the US authorities never came to know. It took them almost around 20 years to catch Epstein for the real estate, you can say the property of Epstein, where the minor girls were trafficked, females were trafficked, they were being enjoyed by predators, pedophiles. Why? Because they were never known, they were never told. So the information is very important. If the information is spread to all the people across, then they can stop these nefarious activities. But if it's done in secret, and a lot of people, it takes nothing to join the crowd, but it takes everything to stand alone. So a lot of people would like to enjoy a female minor girl, so they will join the crowd of Epstein. So they will become a close clan association, and rest others will have no information, even though if they are working there. Lot of people who are working in DD-Coms or Jeffrey Epstein, pedophile island real estate, lot of people, staff members, were not knowing actually what was going on. Only select few association of devils, racists, you can say rapist devils, pedophiles, they were knowing what to do, in which room, which location the female will be stored, what they have to do. So this is how it happens, folks. India is very popular for the same technology. Right now, for last 2-3 years, India has completely deployed Epstein and DD-Com's sex trafficking technology. They know it's very important to form an association. Select few people in thousands or maybe 10,000, 100,000 people will know where the female will be stored in a real estate, in a property which is spanning around 5-10 acres. They will know which room, which villa, okay, which residence around will be where female will be stored and coming. They all know. They come and rape, they grab, they do what not nonsense, all the abuses they do. But the other people, saints, innocents residing around, will have no idea, because neither they are part of the clan, neither they want to join, neither they are informed. They are never aware a female has come or a person has come to meet. Same is the case with me in my neighborhood. I've been telling you. First of all, I don't participate ever in sex trafficking. I don't even interact with females who are sex trafficked or who are running for a prostitution business. I don't interact. I've never interacted. And I am not interested because I keep telling you, around my neighborhood, I don't talk to strangers. I don't talk. No, man, I don't talk. You never know what kind of negative karma they're bringing. I can sense the negative karma. I don't want to do that because it will be a contingent on me, on my karma. Why should I go and take their bad karma or the negative malicious karma? So I don't talk to strangers, first of all. And this is how the pedophile rings or the sex trafficking works in masses, folks. In India, it's very popular. Sex trafficking of female is very, very popular. It's the fastest and the largest growing industry in India. Sex trafficking of females at night hours. And it will be mostly in the neighborhood. It's very open. In some house, a female will be stored, and the information will be spread to the Racist Faces Rapist Devil Association of India, And saints will not be informed. Innocent saints, original personality is never informed. If I'm informed, I'll report to cops or I'll make a movie. I'll tell them this is going on. So they're never informed. People come to meet. They always keep in their close group, close clan of dogs, of wolves, and that's how these people are surviving. That's how Diddy Combs thrive in his pedophile island, in his, or you can say in his property real estate. Only Diddy Combs knew who all has to be informed about new arrival of female or girl, and they have to pounce on that female or girl, or they have to rape that female or girl. Only Diddy Combs and his close associates knew about it. Rest other, even though residing in his real estate, never knew about it because they never shared that information, folks. You have to open your eyes. Don't become a lame duck. Don't become a lame duck. Open your eyes and work for humanity, folks. Okay, folks, latest news on the Attorney General pick from Trump. Basically, Pam Bondi has been picked after the former rep representative Matt Gaetz withdraws from the Attorney General post. As you are aware that Representative Matt Gaetz has been accused and has been known with the proof evidence that he had paid 10,000 over 10,000 US dollars for having sex with underage girls. Yep, yeah, having sex with underage girls. Matt Gaetz was accused of paying over 10,000 US dollar. So, folks, it's very important to know. You could be having a lot of people who is very popular, but popular people don't make them in popular in ethical standards or codes and ethical and morality. So, the ethics committee of the House, the Senate have decided that it is very hard for them to induct Representative Matt Gaetz into the Attorney General of the U.S. And here you can see Trump made a blunder here. Yep, it's a blunder. It's not a small mistake. He made a blunder, and that's the problem with Trump. Trump makes a lot of these blunders. He simply oversees. He simply ignores the basic core crux that the people have to be pure from ethics. They cannot be raping girls or having involved in sex or paying sex workers or whatnot, and then come as a leader or leadership for U.S. Trump is failing to recognize that part, and I don't know what goes on with him. In the last election, also there are a lot of things. Even the current trials running on Trump for paying sex, or for what you are aware, which is it is running a trial that he paid to the to have them silenced for the rape or sex, whatever molestation they claim. So this is another ball game going on. It's very important for people to be very pure in ethics, very pure in moral standards if they want to run as a leadership anywhere. And especially the US, it's very important. People in US are very much fond of a truthful life. They will not have this keep thing running. They will always protest. So, folks, very important. So in India, state of Manipur, yep, it's a state, you can say north eastern state of India, Manipur, and it's been constantly running under ethnic violence cleansing. What you can say, a lot of people have started saying openly that this is a ethnic cleansing agenda. Lot of Christian communities which is residing there in Manipur state have been protesting, have been openly saying protesting that they are facing the wrath of ethnic cleansing agenda. And this situation has worsened so much that the leading political groups, Congress and BJP, are fighting because people are blaming, the local people of Manipur are blaming, the ethnic tribal Kuki communities are blaming BJP government, because BJP government has been seen siding with a lot of you can say right wing political parties or association, also a lot of radical racist faces association. That's what BJP is being seen now. And a lot of people, especially the communities of Muslim Christians, are outrightly saying, and they are protesting on this also, that BJP must not participate in the racist faces agenda. They must not. And the people, the leaders, the leadership, and the leaders of BJP must be away from that. That's what people are claiming. And I think somewhere PM Modi has to take some strong action that the racism, fascism should not basically impair his political party, or else it will be very hard for him to continue. And maybe people can protest. Maybe in India people will protest. You never know. So it's very important, folks. And a lot of these things are making news. Recently there was an earthquake. As I was making the video, before that, about hour and a half back, there was an earthquake in Manipur. So it's Mother Nature call or Mother Nature action call that the racism, fascism, ethnic cleansing agenda must end. I think it's nature protesting, Mother Nature protesting also. So folks, lot of new developments. So keep watching around. I'll take a leave from here. I leave you with my old clippings or old YouTube clippings where you can reconnect with what I have done in the last video update. So that's work for the humanity. I keep spending 2 to 3 hours. I'm a single man person, single man army, working for humanity, trying to dispel the darkness and trying to ward off India imposters, thugs, impersonators, scammers, racist faces, rapist, devil association. I've been exposing that from my limited point of view and scope, because I'm not a person who is having a lot of people meet me or come to me, flock to me, because they simply don't stand with the truth. They don't like truth. They don't stand with truth. That's the problem with the India, many population, lot of population of India. They don't stand with truth. They don't want to follow truth. They only want to follow the leadership or people who are basically giving them other entertainments. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is November 15th, time about 2000 hours IST India Standard Time and about 4 a.m. EST Eastern Standard Time, November 15th. So we are looking at the sun with lot of CMEs going on, but it's going to cool off now. Okay, from November 15th it's going to be cooler, and for at least 4 5 days, 7 days it's going to be cooler. You can also see a coronal hole, massive coronal hole above the small CME portal which is opening up. So these are all portals, folks. I will not like to divulge how the sun portals are opening up and how they are used for interstellar travels. I will not divulge that information, but yes, these portals at very specific times can be used for interstellar travels. And you can do interstellar traveling, you can do interspace traveling, inter-universe traveling. That's all possible using the energy of sun. So folks, again, I will give you some glimpse of one of the very good quotings from the spiritual guru, which is Guru Granth Sahib and Guru Nanak, the founder of the religion of Sikh. And there's very good expert here. I'm going to share with you for about a minute, because we are celebrating his birth arrival today on November 15th. So I'm sharing with this 1 minute. So it's been said that how the four ages, the four dark ages, four ages, good ages also, are compressed and being described. So the first age, which is known as the Sat Yuga, was also being defined as a yuga where they would have people who would, like Bali, would have the strength and stamina to fight and do things. Then there was second yuga, which was the Treta Yuga, which was under Shri Ram. He was celebrated as a Yogvanshi and was also very noble person, was following the standards. Then it was Treta with Shri Krishna. Then in the Kali Yuga, it is only Guru Nanak. Guru Nanak, known by Guru Angad, Guru Amar Das, and these saints have 10 saints together, saints, gurus together, which is the 11th Guru, Guru Granth Sahib, has been giving the light to the world, folks. And you can read always. Okay, that's my glimpse. Hi folks, how are you doing? This is Sjsrana reporting for November 15th, 2024, time about 2 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, New York time, and about 12:40 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. So, as you are aware, I've been covering a lot of topics for you, and this is one of my direct interaction over the YouTube video, where I'm trying to give you some glimpse of what's coming ahead and what's going to go on with the world events. As I've been predicting all along, for the humanity, for the cause of humanity, for them to understand and realize what's going around and how they can be better prepared for events that are lying ahead. So these events are very serious in nature at times, or at times they are natural Mother Nature wrath, which is unavoidable. So these all topics are all there. So this is the reason why I've been promoting all these videos, and you can always visit on my oneworldpress.org site, or you can also visit on worldpress.wordpress.com, just to stay ahead, because recently, before elections, US elections on November 5th, 2024, 2 days before, all my Facebook threads and Instagram accounts were hijacked under the Meta criminal cronies rules and regulations, and mostly the Zuckerberg virus, which is circulating around with basically imposing restrictions on a lot of influential people. So in 2020, you're aware Donald Trump, who is now set to become president-elect, his account was hijacked also by the same Meta media. So this Meta virus, this Meta of Zuckerberg, basically Zuckerberg behind the scenes, in front is Meta and in front is Facebook. So this is how three-tier layered is layered up, and all the calls, all the data manipulation being shots being called by Zuckerberg, whoever it's coming under the company Meta, which is becoming giant now. It's like anaconda. So I tell you folks, if you can understand what I'm trying to tell you, the Meta is becoming like anaconda. Yeah, the anaconda of Amazon, which is going to engulf, which is going to, gulp all the other small, things around, moving things around. It's like that. So it's like a jungle of Amazon, and this Zuckerberg virus, also known as Meta, also under Facebook's Threads, Instagram, has become like anaconda. It's going to constrict, it's going to devour all these other entities. So be careful of that, and I'm warning, his end is near of Meta. It'll be split. So my prediction is for hashtag MAY 2025 END. Yep, and for this anaconda. So this monkey business is going to come to an end, and I've come to know that Zuckerberg is basically siding with all racist, fascist devils, especially from India. Lot of racist, fascist devils of India are colluding with Zuckerberg virus and also his social media platforms. So they have a nexus of racist, fascist, spreading racism, fascism, and spreading hatred towards ethnic minorities of India, especially Sikhs, Christian, Muslims in India. So they basically hijack the accounts at any given time without giving any appropriate reason. There has to be some appropriate reason, folks. It cannot be just like ad hoc or just like hijack, just like that, suspend the account. So this is my warning to the whole world, that stay away from Meta virus, the Meta industry, stay away from the Meta company, basically Facebook, Threads and Instagram. They are basically massaging your data, they are preying upon minor girls, they are exposing minor girls. Basically they have been again and again cited by US federal authorities and the Judiciary Committee that they have been exposing minor girls of across the world, especially in US, of the indecent, inappropriate images, basically the nude images or whatnot, the pornographic films and images in some or the other way. That's Facebook and Instagram. So be careful of that, folks. That is what the Zuckerberg virus has to be split now. There is no other reason. Recently the judge ruled in favor of Zuckerberg that he's not responsible, or his company is not responsible, if the minor girls under 15, under 12 ages, they know that they are under 12 because on the registration of Facebook, they come to know their age. That if they are being exposed with this indecent images, Zuckerberg companies, Meta, are not responsible. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the height of non-jury prudence of that judge who recently ruled just like 4 days ago that Meta is not responsible for any indecent exposure of films, movies or images to minor girls or boys, which is under 18 or 15 or 14, whatnot. So this is height of insanity, folks. It's been going on, but now Trump administration is about to take the charge. I tell you, Trump after January onwards 2025 will do a lot of different things which are going to be very beneficial to America. And one of the setting is to split this Zuckerberg virus, the Meta virus, because it's become a giant anaconda. So that's my 5 minutes on it. But I'm warning you, this is stay away from Facebook, Threads, and Instagram. They are basically spying agencies, spying on you. They use your camera anytime. They can use your microphone anytime from your cell phone, tablet, computer, whatever you're using, to use that app. So be aware. That's my warning to you. So now going ahead, as I can tell you that there's another big event going on, is the Sun CMEs are increasing. So as I've been telling you all along that 2025, a lot of major CMEs will be seen. That's why I have a prediction, hashtag MAY 2025 END. Recently now, just about, you can say 3-4 hours back, we had a major earthquake, 6.7 magnitude at Papua New Guinea, and that's been a little bit off the course of ground. That's why it's not spreading that much of damage, but it's coming, folks. Major quakes are coming. That has been my alert raising on for the natural calamity. Then also by 2025 we are going to see a lot of water related disasters. It's going to be mega disasters. It's not going to be a common just like what you have seen, like little bit of hurricanes or some sort of twisters or some sort of cyclone. It's going to be very major, very massive, and that's coming up ahead, which is under my prediction hashtag MAY 2025 END. You can always Google search that. Most of the time on Google also I've seen a lot of imposters, impersonators, thugs, scammers from India are taking over Google searches. So what they're doing is they're inserting their images. If you search by hashtag MAY 2025 on the images, you'll find all nonsense, all nonsense on the Google images, all on Google other searches, you know. So only few searches are giving you right results, like if you go under all tab, or if you go under the tab of videos, then you may get some right genuine results. Also on Google, if you search by my phone number, which has been there for last 14-15 years, no change on that, because that's my constant number for reporting, 896-810-7947, with this India region, which is +91, you have to put into that. That searches also under the images are releasing or updating or giving you all nonsense result, all useless, all imposters, all thugs of India, all scammers of India. So if you search by number 896-810-7947, yeah, that's a phone number, everyone knows about it in the whole world. But if you go and search under Google with this number, which is my number, and when you go ahead and search with the images tab, you find all nonsense, all imposters, all useless people crap attaching to that number. So all nonsense result will be released by Google. So Google has become so low on the searches. I don't know what has gone wrong with Google. Is it also siding with the India Criminal Cronies Racist Fascist Devil Association? I don't know. That's up for you to decide, but that's what I'm reporting to you. So these things are going along. Now, what I'm here for to give you is a very, very concerning news that has been released by UK Foreign Authority, that many of the UK residing diplomats, diplomats from other nations residing in UK, let's say from Nigeria, from Africa, from South Africa, from China, from India, from all other nations like Iraq, Iran, So many of those diplomats, they are finding that they are getting involved in criminal cronies or criminal activities. So recently they have said that proportion is little low, because UK has almost about 26,500, which is 26,500 diplomats residing at any given time, dependents or them or themselves in the UK at any given time. And they are saying they are finding good number of people who are the diplomats who have the immunity from the nations, and they are doing some lot of notorious and criminal activities like sexual exploitation of females, sexual abuse of females, getting sexual delivery of females, and then doing what nonsense with the sexual urges they have. And that's the diplomats, okay, or the dependents. Then also they're finding child abuse inside the consulate or inside around or in the vicinity of the consulate. So they're seeing child abuse also. So this is very concerning. It's a very major news. Why diplomats? You can imagine diplomats are supposed to be the highest level of authority and giving the highest level of morality, ethics, moral standards when they represent any nation. So if let's say Iraq is having a diplomat in UK, that's representing the highest form of citizen who is there deployed in UK. And if they are doing these things, you can understand what is going behind the country. So recently you see Canada. Canada has directly accused India diplomats residing in Canada doing all sort of criminal activities. Yes, it's not me saying something, it's not from me, it's coming from Canada government. So that Canada government has consulted obviously I5, I7 intelligence. There are many nations in it, as you're aware. So from that, Canada has released the statement openly challenging the India government that the diplomats in Canada are colluding, or they're basically directly running the criminal campaign. And they have also gone so far so that they have even labeled or have accused the Union Home Minister Amit Shah that the Amit Shah is also involved in directly or indirectly running the criminal cronies in Canada. So imagine these kind of statements are coming from a government, and they are diplomats. And diplomats, I told you, they're supposed to be having the highest standards of a nation. If let's say a nation of India, which is having 8 out of 10 India population, downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against saints, humanity, and truth tellers, and original personality as Sjsrana. So if that is 8 out of every 10 India population, but those diplomats which are going to be assigned in different nations, let's say in Canada from India, those diplomats have supposed to be highest moral and ethical standards. They cannot be, they are supposed to be incorrigible, right? They cannot be running the activities of criminal cronies or siding with devils there or doing some sexual, molestation, rape or abuse or sex trafficking. But if they are found by any nation doing such activities, then it's a height of immorality, height of disgrace to a nation. So recently, Canada has shunted out all India diplomats, no matter what. They said all has to be thrown out of Canada. They don't like it because they have evidence, they have proof, ample amount of investigation that they are involved in criminal cronies, which is a great disgrace. A nation without having a war with other nation, if the diplomats are shunted out, then it's a big thing, folks. Don't take it lightly. And India said we have reciprocated the same. And Canada said, okay, tell me what my diplomats were doing in your nation. For that, India government hides under somewhere, somewhere under the table, somewhere here or there. They start hiding because they don't have any answer that what the Canadian diplomats wrongful act have done in India. So that's how it is happening, folks. You got to be very aware. The devil is spreading. The devil agenda is spreading. I'm telling you clearly. You know my words. The devil agenda is spreading now. And the more popular you make the devil, the more contingent it's going to be upon humanity. So in time to come, it's going to become very contingent, I'm telling you. If you don't prepare, you are going to be a big loss. Also, very major introductions of laws from UK, from Interpol, from all other European nations that they are going to cut lot of immigrants. Illegal immigrants will be thrown out, no doubt about it. Every nation is going to ramp up, but they're also going to have a big check on immigrations. Okay, immigrants, legal immigrants. They don't want people to just barge in just like that, having a base of racist, devil's agenda in the nations. They're going to cut short. And I'm already warning that you must, all nations, Canada, all I7, Canada, UK, US, Europe must cut down India immigrants. It's very high alert from my side. Because you don't know what criminal cronies they are participating, because if diplomats are directly getting involved, then they have an agenda in mind. They have some agenda which you have to be very careful, and it's up to you to decipher, to ascertain what is going beneath the surface. So that's my warning. So we are very blessed now for the one reason that Donald Trump will be president, 47th president of the US. The only big reason which he has been saying all along, that he's going to make America great again and make America safe again. So far it's not safe, okay, it's not saving America, because there's nothing to be saved of America. They are already having good infrastructure, but we have to make America safe again. It's not safe, it's not basically drowning. It's working fine, it's doing a lot of good things. So that message to save America again is a wrong message. It's politically incorrect. The right message is make America safe again. Because the safety from illegal immigrants for past 3-4 years has been totally decimated. There's no safety. They are illegal immigrants or trespassing, what you call criminals, running across the borders, north or south of America, and they are doing all sort of heinous crimes in Canada, in US. Tom Homan, which was ICE director, former ICE director, Tom Homan, is now become gladly very good, excellent pick by Donald Trump, has become the national security chief. Has again and again stated all the times in Judicial Committee and other forums that we are facing threat from illegal immigrants. They have been doing catch and release for past 4 years again and again. Catch and release. And that policy has totally failed. That has been contingent on America. All those catch and release, which are again picked up by some of the other local guys for giving them work, of like the labor work, and they again become residents, sooner gradually residents of the America. And that's the biggest problem that's going on, folks. That has to be taken off, that has to be ruled out, and all these things have to be weed out. So Tom Homan is going to do a great job. Follow Tom Homan, follow basically Elon Musk. That's a very excellent pick by Trump administration to have Elon Musk run the advisory committee, the advisory forum for America. Also, they have chosen Ramaswamy. So these two people, basically, Elon Musk is going to be very creative, is going to be very innovative, is going to introduce a lot of things. He's already a tycoon on business affairs, especially, or on running with the EV vehicles, which is basically in line with COP29. So that's a very good thing, in line with COP29. That's been going on. So Elon Musk is a very good pick, and a lot of other good picks have been done by Donald Trump recently. As you know, I've been following Donald Trump. I've been giving the advices from my side since 2016-17 when he became president. and thereafter in 2020 he lost, and we know there were some monkey business behind the scene. I don't want to say, I don't want to divulge that, but we are all aware there was some monkey business. It was very neck to neck race, and it was very close, a very close call, and it's really a reason to investigate now how come in 2020 Donald Trump didn't win the presidency. That's another ball game that's going to come up, folks. So, and now we have 2024 and 2025 where Donald Trump will become the president. So there is a stability, and as you see, there is a rally going on, insane rally on Dow Jones and S&P. Dow Jones has crossed over 44k marks, and S&P has crossed 6k mark. So that's a good feeling of the economy, and a lot of other things are going along well in America. So folks, with that, I would like to take the leave here. I would like to leave you with some of the other biographs which I have to share with you. There are a lot of things, and for this is November 15th, time about 2:30 AM EST, which is Eastern Standard Time, New York time, and about 1 PM IST, Indian Standard Time. So this is my closing over here. So a lot of times there are imposters, impersonators, thugs, scammers of India, which will basically sell whatever I'm saying, will sell under their brand, under their name, and they want to grab. They are hijackers, they are trespassing morons from India, and mostly around my neighborhood. So I want to be very clear that around my neighborhood from 2023, 2025, 2023, 2024, 2025, lot of such activities have been happening. 2025 is not there, but I've already predicted. But it has been happening from 2023, 2024. Lot of thugs, lot of impersonators, lot of scammers, lot of plunderers, looters, racist faces, rapists, devils around my neighborhood always have been grabbing. Whatnot has been coming as a favor from international community, as they are aware. But I have never participated, I never asked for it. I don't know where they got this information. They can go back and search my video all along. Even if they go 1 year back, they go 2 years back, go and search under the YouTube channel at Sjsrana. So if you go and search, you'll find I never participated. I always warned them. I always told them that this is all India racist faces rapist devil association who are giving a wrong feed, that I'm participating. Sjsrana, which is me, Surinderjit has never participated in any sex trafficking going around my neighborhood, any distribution of vehicles, car, money, lottery, house, property, whatnot, international visas. Yeah, all the thugs of India, scammers of India, rapists, racist faces, devils of India have picked up the international visa. You can go and check what you have been distributing around my neighborhood, around my vicinity, which you are aware, which you can also see from this YouTube upload, what is my vicinity. And the real estate has been always involved in many of the shady deals, or you can say association of devils. If you can see Epstein, and you can learn one lesson from Epstein, Diddy Combs, Ghislaine Maxwell, if you can learn one lesson, that is that the real estate gets involved indefinitely with all the black karma or the black deeds or the bad deeds, or you can say malicious, malign, sex trafficking, whatever, it's the bad thing. The real estate always get involved. It is not possible if the real estate doesn't get involved. So in the case of Epstein, the pedophile island, where the minor girls were trafficked, traded, exchanged, given to powerful predators, thrown like bounties to the wolves. That was going on in pedophile island, which is Epstein real estate. The same thing happened with Diddy Combs, real estate. Whatever happened in his house, in a certain region, area, the sex trafficking was occurring. The females were getting molested. So I give you that warning that real estate are not, especially in India, the real estate is not saints. Most of them, 85-90% of them get involved in sex trafficking with all the criminal cronies. They are part and parcel of it, folks. Don't think that real estate owners, they have millions of dollars in their bank account, what bad they're gonna do. No. I told you the tendency of begging is in there for many of the Indians. It's in the DNA. 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars with exceptional hate crimes against humanity and truth tellers. This is my underlying statement. And the disclaimer I give all the time now in person, I'm giving to you. Sjsrana, which is me, Surinderjit, has never taken anything from India racist faces, racist devils association delivery agents. I have now taken an international visa, property, money, car, cash, bounties, females, girls delivery, or sex trafficking, which is having state-sponsored terrorism along with it. So sex trafficking cannot happen if there is no state-sponsored terrorism. If India is having a state-sponsored terrorism, then the sex trafficking of females will occur by default, because the officials want free delivery of females. They want to enjoy it. Already, India is a well-known, popular marital rape nation. All across the world, people know India is enjoying marital rapes of females, and there are over 700 million Indian females which don't have guts to protest. So there is recently an argument going in the Union of India against the Supreme Court on marital rapes. It has been highlighted now, and India government is against marital rape laws, and 700 million females don't have guts, don't have that courage to even protest on against that they are having marital rapes, and there are no laws in India. So you can imagine the amount of terrorism it's in the mind of females and average people. You have no idea. You have no idea, folks. You are just getting befooled by their few cream leaders who are wearing a robe of yoga, or they're wearing a robe of godly people. That's the deceit and deception going along. They are not representing everybody in India, and they themselves are not what they are telling. So there are a lot of discrepancies there. So I want to just give that heads up and warning that you better aware. There's a lot of crazy monkey things going in India. As you know, Manipur violence, ethnic cleansing is going on for more than 500 days. What is going on? What India government has to say about ethnic cleansing? Recently, there were 11 people, innocents, were gunned down, brutally murdered, and local community, which is Kuki community, tribal community of Manipur, they have been residing there for years and years in history. They have blamed directly the government and the stooges as barbaric terrorism. Yep, that's not me saying something. That's what they are saying. Cookies are saying that this is barbaric terrorism from India, or from these racist, fascist, rapist devils of India. It's a big association, I tell you. It's a very big cloud. They all behave very normal. They all wear shirt and pant. They all wear very normal. They look like normal, but internally they are hate criminals. They're hate mongers. They're hate criminals, and that hate criminals in India are massive, folks. Massive. I can tell you more than 50% of India could be running hate criminals, hate crimes, and only few are against that, which is 20% of India population, and only certainly few who are basically totally against and helping all other communities. So be warned, folks. You have to see through the eyes of your internal eyes, through the intelligence, that what the nation is doing and what they're presenting, and how much deceit, deception they're spreading, and what is going inside their houses, inside their bedrooms, washroom houses of India. Marital rapes. So I don't want to go further in it, folks. This is the clear picture to you, folks, and I have more to say and more to give you over here, which I'm going to do in next session. You can continue with this video. Okay, that's my last hi for you. So okay, folks, here is on the very right hand side, you can see my residence, second residence, which is in Jaipur, Jawaharnagar. As you can see, I have a little glimpse here, just so that to let you know, this side, right hand side, and at the gate at the very right hand side, that's my residence, just so that people are aware, because a lot of imposters, thugs around everywhere around my neighborhood, thugs, imposters, racist faces, racist devil association are seen, who are mostly grabbing everything, which international community has been favoring for only mostly one personality, as Sjsrana, as you are aware, the original personality. But these thugs, imposters, impersonators, Devils Association of India, the Racist Faces Devils Association of India has been running a gimmickry game, a metaphor more on tricks around the neighborhood. As you can see, this is my other residence where I've just arrived. This is, the time is November 13th at about 2000 hours IST, India Standard Time. Yep, this is India Standard Time, which is November 13th. So it's still going to be November 13th in the EST. That's going to be somewhere around maybe like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. EST, which is November 13th EST at New York time. But over here, it's going to be around 2000 hours India Standard Time, November 13th. I arrived. And as you can say, I'm entering inside my residence, which is Villa 77 here, Galaxy Enclave, which you are aware. As I've been telling you since 2023, 2024, all years, sex trafficking, everything, and people, strangers barging in here and around have been grabbing everything, anything, everywhere. And also there are a lot of sex trafficking, which I have come to know. And females were delivered, stored in some room somewhere in residence, and the Devils Association. Yep, it's an association which is working with, let's say, some real estate. They are involved. Real estate is obviously involved, and with them, colluding with them, they've been running this whole operation for 2023-2024 year. And the international community leadership is aware, and they're going to take action now. The action has to be taken because all you have empowered is empowered the devils, the thugs, the scammers. The rapist, the professional rapist, the racist faces devil association, you have empowered them, folks. If you have given them bounties, and if you don't take it back, if you don't revert it, then be prepared. Mother Nature is coming, and I've given you the timeline. Hashtag MAY 2025 END. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. It could be earthquake, shattering the whole land masses. It could be massive tsunamis. It could be hurricanes. It could be massive volcanic eruption. Anything could happen. I've given you already that warning. So don't come and tomorrow tell me that this has happened, because it's gaining ground now. The more time you give to these devils association, these racist faces, rapists, these thugs, impersonators, thugs, the trespassing morons around my neighborhood, the more Mother Nature wrath is going to become powerful. And mark my words, there's nothing that can escape. There is no killing what can be killed. There is no escaping what can be escaped. So this is my warning from my side to you, because I never asked for it. I never participated. As you're aware, I don't join my neighborhood crowd. They have one association, they have one group, and I am single man, other group all along. Why? Because the original personality has never asked for anything. So why get me involved? Why am I involved in their monkey business? Why I am getting involved in the sex trafficking of females at night hours? Why? That's my simple question. I am never involved. I have never taken anything. I have not taken an international visa. You can go and check your authorities, foreign nations, that has Surinderjit Sjsrana. Has Surinderjit Sjsrana, resident of Jaipur, Jawaharnagar, that's my official address. Has he ever taken any visa? So if I'm not participating in anything, folks, no money, no cash, no bounties, no females, no girls, no property, no cash, no cash, no international visa, then why I am labeled, or I'm being told that I'm involved? How come I'm involved? You see, I'm entering my house. Have you seen everybody meeting me? Have you seen anyone meeting me? Have you seen anyone coming to talk to me? Have you seen me going to anyone in my neighborhood? I challenge you. If you can see anyone where I am meeting the neighborhood daily, or going, let's say, every 2-3 days, or somewhere around the real estate, to ask for anything, or see what is going on.